welcome to No Enemies Here, the show. On the go. Huh? Alright, people. Good show today. We have pictures kindly lent to me by Tim Porter for he was at the GMT West, so there's gonna be a segment on that, you know, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? Lay back, relax, check out what you missed, the deals, stuff like that, you know? Also, don't forget, tomorrow I have an interview with Ted Racer. That's right, of Paths of Glory fame. I don't know the man. We're gonna get to know him together. Do I have questions written down? Probably. Am I gonna lose the page where the questions are written down? Most probably. So, you know what I'm saying. Also, Harold Buchanan's San Diego HistoricCon or HistCon virtual is happening very soon. Check it out on the webpage, please. Lots of people are going to be there, interviews. It's always a good time at San Diego HistCon. And what a great team, eh? Bobby, Edgar, and lots of other people I forget right now. Yep. I've been smoking some nice tobacco. As a matter of fact, after this little segment, I'm gonna fill myself a little bowl, probably of red Virginia, you know? So it's darker, it's smoked a little bit, or I should say, cooked a little bit, so it's earthier and chocolatier. Man, I'm freaking out just thinking about it. I got a new lathe, a wood lathe. I'm gonna be making my own pipes, my own tampers, and I'm probably gonna sell them, you know, to get some money for this channel. Please like, subscribe, and support this channel. You know, what can I say? And off the top of the head, my head that is, that's about it. Oh, I was speaking to Bart Brunsheen of Bonding with Board Games. Check out his channel. The guy's look. Every time I talk to Bart, I gotta pop some aspirins because I laugh so much. Just saying his name gives me a headache because I gotta laugh. If this guy walks into the room, I'm gonna have to lie down because I know I'm gonna laugh so hard I'm gonna fall down. So I might as well save myself a shot in the head and just lie down as he walks into the room, type thing. You know, that's an old Benny Goodman thing. And Bart and his partner Scott, they have a channel called Scotch Test Dummies, which they will be doing, I think as of today, they'll be doing a 12-hour boom session. That means that they'll be talking about Scotch and this year, board games. Because his partner Scott played Zombicide for the first time and flipped. So his ignorance was appeased by board games, right? I'll say it again, his ignorance was appeased. And check it out. They want people to come in and talk about board games. So that's Bonding with Board Games, or Scotch Test Dummies, I should say. And they're going to have a lot of interviews with people from the industry, of the Scotch industry. That is quite interesting, as a matter of fact, if you're a Scotchophile. Anyways, have a good show. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, Command and Colors Ancients, 304, Valencia, and Hood Strikes North, scenario number 9. He's doing a whole campaign. And the Cap, that is Wayne Hansen, checks out, or let's play, the Grass Crown Battle of Pharsalus, Part 2. Ha! I said that in one shot. This is a Battle of Pharsalus pitting Julius Caesar against Pompey the Great in the Grass Crown. On Inside the Game, on The Minister, that is, Joel Toppin checks out Rebel Raiders, Inside the Game, The American Civil War by GMT. And on Tony's Board Life, one of the members of the War Room. Don't forget to check out the War Room 2nd anniversary. Lots of games being given away. Tony's Board Life presents What's in the Box, and it's the American Civil War by Worthington Publishing. Also, another What's in the Box, and this is Alexander. Field Commander Alexander by DVG. And Case Green Turn 2, the German phase, and Case Green Turn 2, the Czech phase. Mo of Mo's Game Table is looking at Compass Games Fall Blau, Army Group South, June to December 1942. In the operations room, you can get a history lesson on the Battle of the Eastern Solomons, 1942, and it's even animated for the kiddies. And on the Board Game Chronicles, there's a video unboxing of the Dark Summer, Normandy, 1944. Is this a Ted Racer game? Or is it a Mark Simonich game? Watch the video! Dr. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer gives us his top 10 Napoleonic games, plus live playing Hidden Strike American Revolution, a game published by Worthington Publishing. This guy's amazing. Seek out and play the lights, the voice. Come on, look at the lights. Huh? Look, I don't know what he does with aperture. What is aperture? Whatever. How to play Bloody Monday. Play examples. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has GIMPY's gal guessing Car Wars. Also, will it ever rain? I guess there's a drought happening there. I have no idea. Also, the battle system terrain. This guy's got the best museum in the world. The best. Dragon Man. Don't miss the museum tour on Veterans Day. And don't miss the CSRs on Veterans Day. I'm working hard, people. Alright? I'm working real hard. I got a life, you know? And the famous STUKAJOE is testing live stream. This is at 720p. He's using a Live Now app for iPhone. And what game is he checking this out? An Attrition of Souls, a World War I strategic game by Campus Games. I love this guy's channel, History Hustle, and he talks about the Danish Waffen-SS volunteers, the Free Corps Denmark in World War II. Mark Felton Production gives us a video on Hitler's missing globe. What happened to the famous and very valuable Columbus globe from Hitler's Berlin office that disappeared in May 1945? I'll tell you what happened. Some guy ripped it off, and we're gonna find it one day, and it's gonna sell for $1 million. And Cousin Artie of ARDWULF'S LAIR is unboxing ASL Action Pack number 17. Also inside the box, First to Fight Europa invades Poland 1939, and counterclipping most monstrous monsters. Yes, he has a way with words, and he's unboxing the Great Patriotic War. Also unboxing Commands and Colors Napoleonics, the Prussian Army. And on everything you wanted to know about war games but were afraid to ask, this time was on my channel, because we do that. 1 week it's on my channel, 1 week it's on Artie's channel, you know? And we had a great time. We talked about games that play under 2 hours. War games that play under 2 hours, amongst other things. And my favorite Frenchman of Homo Ludens, Freddy Serval. I can't believe who he got to do an interview. Todd McFarlane, for God's sakes, man. And he wrote me a nice little email. He said, I hope you're not jealous. Me, jealous? Wat branden Belmarsh. And ID Jester's just cranking them out. He's really a sports fan, and whoever's a war gamer who's a sports fan, check out his channel. It's great. Talking about war gamers, the War Room had Mo on last week, and also don't forget it's their 2nd anniversary, and there's going to be lots of giveaways. A couple of companies, actually more than a couple of companies, are giving away free games, so attend it all, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's on October 23rd. On Indies Nidel's channel, World War II, you can check out Stalingrad. No Retreat. Makes me think of Carl Paradzi's game. Also, Music to Win a War. Music of World War II. That's interesting. There's Benny Goodman there. And also the vehicles that will win World War II. These are special episodes.
this is Michel Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. Here is, as always, my roundup of the content published on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days. On Sunday, I presented a top 10 video, which I recorded with Tomek Dobosz from GIMPY TV, one of the most popular and most important Polish YouTube channels devoted to board gaming. The subject of this top 10 was the top 10 non-war games in which we still have the war theme. So games which are not strictly war games, but in which war is an important element of the theme or even of the mechanics. So I enjoyed it really a lot. Thank you once more, Tomek, for recording this video. It was a blast. I hope that we will be able to record something together in some time. On Tuesday, the video in English, and this was the review of Live Free or Die, a game which was released some time ago and which enables us to recreate hypothetical attacks on mainland America. We had 3 different, in fact it's 3 games in one. We have 3 types of attackers. We have, for instance, the Asian Alliance, which lands in California. We have also an attack from the Warsaw Pact in Florida. So we have different kinds of aggressors in this game. This is a what-if game, which simulates potential attacks against mainland America somewhere during the Cold War. On Thursday, I released the Polish unboxing, and this was the unboxing of Normandy, The Beginning of the End, released by Dracoideas. This is a game which obviously is about Operation Overlord and about the campaign in Normandy. An interesting game which is part of a series of games released in the same system. I hope it will be quite enjoyable. The elements look extremely entertaining. I hope that the rules and the way how the game plays will also be very interesting. Finally, on Friday, the Polish review, and this was the review of Unsettled by Orange Nebula. This is one of my Kickstarters, a game which I backed and which I received some time ago, and I really had a blast. I really enjoyed it a lot. I like games with space theme, I like games with exploration theme. This game is all about survival. It's all about surviving on a distant planet, a planet which is unknown to the players because we are scientists. We were meant to discover or to explore a very specific planet, but due to some unexplained events, we are now on a planet totally unknown to humanity, on which we will try to understand how it works, how the environment looks, and we will be trying to return to our spaceship in order to leave this planet. So it's an enjoyable experience, and I will also prepare the review of this game, and I present it in Wojennik TV during this week. So those were the 4 videos which I released on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days. I invite you to take also a look at our other videos in English. I have a dedicated playlist in which you can find all the previous videos released in English on our channel. I wish you a fantastic weekend, great gaming, and see you next time.
RockCon is back the weekend of October 22nd to the 24th in Rockford, Illinois. Come out for a great weekend of gaming, including historical, fantasy, and sci-fi miniatures, role-playing, war games, and a wide variety of games for the whole family. Buy and sell at the silent auction on Saturday. Vendors from around the region will be available for your shopping pleasure. Don't miss out on all the fun. Visit rock-con.com for details.
Summer of 1863, early on July 1st, in the surroundings of the small town of Gettysburg, the largest battle fought in the American Civil War begins to unfold. A battle that will determine the fate of the nation. A Most Fearful Sacrifice is an epic 2-player war game allowing players to depict the fighting that occurred during all 3 days of this decisive clash. The Black Swan ACW operating system is specifically designed to handle the larger scale battle and provide a challenging, constantly developing battle situation. A Most Fearful Sacrifice, The 3 Days of Gettysburg, a game designed by Herman Luttman, published by Mark H. Walker. A Flying Pig game.
And those rats, I mean the gentlemen of the Farmer's Aid, I mean the Player's Aid, are unboxing D-Day and Beyond from Tiny Battle Publishing. Also, they're reviewing Devil Dogs of Bellowwoods 1918. This is a game from, it's Tiny Battle Publishing or Flying Pig. And they're also unboxing Rock of the Marne, a game published by Multi-Man Publishing. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 2 videos out. Offensive at Outrance 1 and 2. The War Game Reviewer gives us a glimpse of what's to come of BeotaCon number 5. This is happening in Badajoz, Spain. So if anybody can get there, take some pictures, send it to me, and I'll put it on, gladly. As I said, the Scotch Test Dummies are doing Tuesday morning and upcoming, this is Tuesday morning, but an upcoming 12 hours of Boom! That's right, they need board gamers. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire. Join her for a review of D-Day Dice 2nd Edition, a fun and surprisingly tactical dice game with a World War II theme, designed by a Quebecer. I completely forget his name right now. Emmanuel Oaken. Got it. Look, it's October. It's pumpkin season. Pumpkin season. And check out Bruno Albouz. Seriously, this guy is Mr. Desserts. The fabulous pumpkin pie from the channel of Bruno Albouz. And Dad versus Son is continuing. Auerstadt. The opening moves turns 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 6, 6, 6. How many is 6? And the History Underground checks out the guns of Easy Company. Band of Brothers, American Artifacts, episode number 1. Wise Guy History must be on vacation this week. He only has 4 videos out. The Hunt for King Henry VI, live play of Crown of Roses. Also Typhoon East Front series, an introduction and an overview to that game. Now is the winter of our discontent by Crown of Roses again, and he reviews Crown of Roses, which is a game published by GMT. Kevin of the Big Board Gaming, well, he's holding up 2 fingers. Yep, I don't get it. Also, Compass Game Catalog Bonanza, and the Combat in Hanut, number 2, and the Revolution Games, American Civil War in the House, and an American Civil War chat, with Kevin 2 fingers. The Grognard of 2020, Jim Ozarski, and something so, like deservedly so is something so. Man, this guy's a brain on history. He does the Battle of Tugendhausen, Stigler. I should say Stegler, for La Salle, and the Battle of Arsuf, for Fields of Glory Medieval. Yeah, I blocked there for a second, but I'm gonna leave it on to show you that I am human after all. On My Own Worst Enemy, he's unboxing an old Avalon Hill game. Love that cover of Stellar Conquest. The winners were announced on Harold Buchanan's channel of the Zenobia Awards. These obviously are the finals, if the winners were announced. This is the face of 3-Minute Board Games, which he was at GMT West just last weekend. So, what happened to 3-Minute Board Games? What happened? There's a baby there. Was he pregnant? And James Isert of Castle Archon checks out storage tips on Car Wars. That's how big the game is. Guys, go and subscribe to this channel, 6 Actual. Come on. He's got his own game and he's teaching us his own game, Tactical Combat System of the Cactus Air Force. And maneuvers, new charts, dogfights. Also, the Battle of Britain. Tally-ho! Angels 1-5. If I'm not mistaken, this is a John Butterfield game, but I could be mistaken. I'm just gonna let you look at how many videos Mauro Faina puts out every week. Look at it. You looking? Lots of. So he's live with Il Giannizzero Nero, the Black Janissary. And this is where he's online, it's live. Obviously, it's live with Il Giannizzero Nero. And people, they talk about war games, man, all the time. War games. Also, Russia besieged. And Ardennes. Enemy action Ardennes, I should say. And Nemesis Burma 1944. Yep. Mauro Faina. On Diagonal Moves, a quick look at the difference between Sprolopolis and its sequel, Agropolis. That's right, that's what I said. Bonding with Board Games is unboxing Compass Games Hearts and Minds, Vietnam, 1965 to 75. A game by John Paniski. Don't forget to check out Bonding with Board Games on Scotch Test Dummies. They need board gamers. Scotch and board games. That's right. Wargaming is alive and well in Italy, thanks to people like Riccardo Mazzini, the professor, on his vlog number 84, A Question of a Vote. That's what he says, a question of vote. So, on the table, introduction and conclusion to A Question of Vote. Or Questione di Voto. It's an Italian game. What can I tell you? They're into politics big time, the Italians. You know what I'm saying? Hex to Hex checks out A Time for Trumpet, a sample from the campaign, and Brazen Chariots, Battle for the Salient, 5.2 Episode 3. This is the final, a game published by Multi-Man Publishing. Marco Arnaudo of Marco Omnigamer checks out a game and reviews it, Forest of the Impaled, Dracula's Last or Final Stand. And for our Spanish speakers, Julius Fairfax checks out Shattered States, also Tomorrow of the World, and Lock and Load Publishing's Nuclear Winter 68. I like that game. Why? Because there's monsters in it. It's World War II in 68 with monsters. The philosopher of war games, Jason Cruz, checks out his 28mm parade of painted soldiers. The guy's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna paint minis like that for hours and hours and hours? Not me. Too hyper. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave. As a matter of fact, Dave was on the War Room on ID Jester's channel, and man, it was a hoot. Oh, well, okay, he's doing action PC football, okay, so he's into sports too, but he does, what's that guy's name? Eric Lee Smith's Battle Hymn Volume 1, Open the Box, and P Ridge, March 7th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The guy that calls himself Rough Swordsman Wargamer, actually, he's a nice guy. He ain't rough at all. I don't even think he's a swordsman. On his Open the Bag segment, he's unbagging Next War Series Supplement, number 1 from GMT. Also, he's playthroughing Across the Bug River. This is Scenario 1, Turn 1, it's finished, and the admin phase. This is a game from Buka Simulations. Combat Board Games is attempting to unbox one of his favorite games ever, Car Wars, by Steve Jackson. Also, check out the Steve Jackson website for the 6th edition of Car Wars. Big box. Big bop.
Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. First review we did this week was Heroes of Telemark from Decision Games. It's a game about commando actions in Norway during World War II. Essentially, the commandos were trying to prevent the Germans from developing atomic technology. Then we did a playthrough of Zulus on the Ramparts from Victory Point Games. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's certainly Joseph Miranda's best game. It's really fun to play, and it's got the flavor of the Battle of Rorke's Drift, so it's just awesome. I really like it. And then we did a first look at Victory Games Omaha Beachhead. That's essentially a game about the D-Day invasion and the 10 days afterwards when they're trying to secure the beachhead. And then I did a rant about high U.S. postal rates ruining wargaming. Essentially, the high post office rates, it's almost impossible to sell games overseas anymore due to the high costs the post office is charging, and even domestic games. It's so expensive to ship now, a lot of people just can't afford it, so people are buying less games because of it. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.
Another week, another show. Please like, subscribe, and if you're so inclined, support this channel on Patreon. Don't forget the CSRs November 11th. Don't forget Ted Racer this Sunday, 6-7ish. I don't know. I'm still to talk to Ted. We're on first name basis. You know what I'm saying? Me and Ted, we're like this. That was bad. But anyways, San Diego HistCon. Check it out. Scotch Test Dummies. Check it out. This is all fun stuff. And yeah, this was a long show, but you know, it's for your entertainment. And it's for my entertainment too, because trust me, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. Trust me. Anyways, have a great weekend. And Mark Wilson, I got your email. I just didn't respond right away because, well, I'm buzzy. But I will. Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson's a good chap. Okay, so Mark, you have a good weekend. And everybody else too. Ciao. World War II nominees are A Time for Trumpets, GMT. From Salerno to Rome, Dissimula Edizioni. Hungarian Rhapsody, The Eastern Front and Hungary, Multi-Man Publishing. The Jaws of Victory, Battle of Korsun Cherkasy Pocket. New England Simulation, and White Eagle Defiant, Poland 1919, HOLLANDSPIELE. The award goes to... And November 11th, the CSRs on No Enemies Here.